Introducing first to the mat out of the blue corner, representing the art of Jiu-Jitsu, Cole Abate.
Cole Abate with a resounding win over the veteran black belt Gio Martinez in the opening round of the 155-pound division, returns for the semi-final match, the first semi-final match in this lightweight division. Big opportunity for this young man, Chase.
100%. He made a statement in that first match with Gio Martinez, and now he's taking on surging Gabriel Sousa. Took on Mikey Musumeci. It's been an insane day. What a match. Can't wait.
And his opponent out of the red corner, representing the ZR team, Gabriel Sousa.
Gabriel Sousa scored a huge win in his opening round here in the 155 division, taking out the highly ranked, highly rated Michael Musumeci with a north-south choke. That is only the second time that Musumeci has ever been submitted as a black belt. One of the handful of times that he's ever had his guard pass. And Gabriel Sousa made a huge statement here, and he's going to look to continue that now with this match against Cole Abate. Fight! Underway on the left with the blue ankle band is Cole Abate. With the red is Sousa. Abate immediately pulls guard. One thing that he's going to have to be prepared for, Chase, is Sousa brings an intensity and an aggression that he may not have faced yet.
Absolutely. We saw that very clearly in that first match with Sousa and Mikey Musumeci. And already we're right into the action here with Gabriel Sousa showing off that aggressive passing style, and Cole, his incredible guard in turn. Great exchange here. Cole comes up for a sweep nearly. Gabriel steps out and resets. Definitely expecting a high-paced match here from these two.
Yeah, listen, if Gabriel Sousa was able to pass the guard of Mikey Musumeci in the earlier rounds, then that puts him in a very select group of grapplers who are extremely high level, because that is about as tough a task as you could possibly imagine. Now, Sousa is a very seasoned black belt at this stage, and he's going up against Cole Abate, but a fact that is really blew my mind earlier is the fact that Cole Abate, he is 16 years of age, but he's been training jiu-jitsu for 12 years. Oh, solid leg entry here. And he's been training jiu-jitsu. He had been training jiu-jitsu longer than Gio Martinez, his first round opponent. So
there was a serious bite.
Ignore ignore Cole Abate's age. Let's just consider him a very proficient no-gi grappler and a very dangerous threat.
Nah, I'm gonna lean into his age. He's 16 and my mind is blown, Hal. I'm sorry. Can't help myself.
Yeah, Sousa's got to be very careful. Those leg entries were, that was very tight. And while there wasn't necessarily an actual submission attack at play, this is exactly the kind of motion that Sousa used to pass Musumeci's guard. But Cole, pretty sure Cole would have debriefed closely with his coach Guy Mendez before stepping into this match with Sousa to know what to expect and to... because it's clear the way that Sousa likes to pass the guard. He likes to go around the legs.
It's true, but there's theory, then there's practical, and putting things into action that you study on an hour or two notice, it's a whole different world, and Gabriel Sousa is good at what he does. But Cole has reacted quite nicely to the aggression from Sousa thus far, but Sousa, again, pouring it on. That's what we love about his game. You know, constant forward pressure, really relentless and undeterred by any defense so far from Cole. But Cole's looking really sharp as well.
Oh, he looked great in his match against Gio Martinez in the opening rounds, and he put Gio in all kinds of trouble. And we've yet to get exact word, but it seems that really cranked on the knee with that initial leg lock. If you remember in that, the early stages of the match, he scored a close heel hook, and apparently it may have put Gio out of the consolation bracket. We may not see Martinez return tomorrow for the third place match due to the effects of that leg lock. So you can't give Cole an inch, because not only does he have the sort of that youthful energy and the aggression, but he's got the precision technique to go with it. Interesting use of cupping behind the head there with a no-arm DAS. This is the false sweep. This is a strong entry for leg attacks here. A similar attack position. Oh, inside heel hook attack here. Cole Abate's going for the leg lock. He has got the leg right here. Sousa's in trouble. He's turning out of it. He is not out of danger. He may have taken the pressure off for a moment, but my word, that was a deep submission attack.
Yeah, and we're still in the thick of things here. It may have slowed down, but there is a entanglement that is very messy for Sousa at the moment.
Yeah, he's not out of danger, right? He still has to be very careful right now. Exactly where he goes from here. Could see Cole come out the back and onto the back, but here Sousa's firing back with a toe hold, and oof.
Seems to have slipped, but definitely a crack tearing across the room here, getting a reaction from the crowd.
Yeah, we all heard it.
It has been a blistering 5 minutes. We're rapidly approaching first judge's favor. I'm very interested to see how our judges are looking at this thus far.
I mean, I think it has to be Cole, right? That submission attack, the leg lock was so deep. I mean, I genuinely thought that Gabriel Sousa was going to tap there. Now, he does have a recent loss on his record via heel hook. He lost to Damian Anderson via heel hook at the Emerald City.
Judges favor Cole Abate.
Yeah, as I said, I'm not at all surprised that they favor Cole Abate at this stage in the match, because that was a serious submission attack. So if there is a weakness that Sousa has, that could possibly be it. And I'm very sure.
Here comes that great passing, though. Nearly
Nice.
turning the corner, but Abate inverting cleanly to avoid the danger.
Yeah, I'm absolutely sure that Abate and the team will have looked closely at that match with Anderson there just from a couple of weeks ago at ECI, as I mentioned. But as you mentioned, theory and practice, two different things. And this side-to-side passing here from Sousa. He's felt a couple of Cole's deep attacks now, and I think he feels maybe it's his time to open up. But that was the case with Gio. Gio, he got a couple of early looks at Cole's game, and he was in trouble early on, and it didn't get any easier as the match went on.
No, but it does potentially provide some confidence from Gabriel here, knowing that he took one of the deepest bites Cole can offer. And
Here's another, look at this.
But yeah, I don't think I'd be too comfortable. Comes up for a sweep.
Stop. Right on the edge of bounds, right in front of the other jiu-jitsu corner. You could see there, Guy Mendes.
So you grab that leg after I said stop. So you're just gonna be in between his legs, on your toes, without grabbing the foot. You did that grip after.
A perna tava do lado, sem pegar, tá? Não faz a pegada.
Fight! Yeah, very clear instruction from our head referee, Gabriel
Pulse
Martins. Oh yeah, the strategy is clear here. He definitely is looking for that leg lock. Oh, triangle.
I was thinking about it. I saw it too.
Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Man, we just saw a twister, maybe get a triangle in there.
We did earlier tonight. We saw our first ever twister in Who's Number One history. Grace Gundrum submitted her opponent with it, and it was phenomenal. We love seeing that kind of technique.
Cole Abate seems to have really embraced the modern game here, dropping back on legs at will. We haven't really seen him pass too much or desire to be on top. He's happy to come up, look for an entry, and sit back.
It's been very successful for him.
Exactly. It's fun to see. It's very interesting.
Also, it does go back to that whole thing, the Nogi game is, oh, look at this straight arm lock attempt here, thrown over the top. My word, you
He's
can't
so
leave
aggressive.
anything out. Yeah, you can't leave
I love
anything out. But it does go into that thing, it's like if Cole wants to engage with his opponent, then pulling guard is the best way, because the onus is upon the top player to enter the guard. And that is one way of getting your guy to engage with you. And Sousa putting on the pressure here, testing the flexibility of Abate. Abate only 16 years of age, now based in Costa Mesa, California, training at the Art of Jiu-Jitsu HQ. Gabriel Sousa, hailing from Fortaleza, Brazil, now based in North Carolina, part of the ZR Team Network. Sousa he's not exactly a veteran, even though he has been a black belt for a couple of years now. He's still only 24 years of age. And it is incredible that the average age in this 155-pound division was only, well, it was less than 23. It was 22 3/4. The future is bright if this is what the no-gi talent pool looks like. Going high on that arm again. Sousa shuts it down by switching sides that he was looking to pass on. But one thing they have to mention as well is if you're looking at Sousa, you can see Sousa on screen, the way that he's constantly looking off to the side, nodding his head, is that he has a constant stream of communication with his coach, or I should say not his coach, but his training partner, his friend, and one of his closest allies in Diego Ramalho, also of ZR Team. They are pretty much as close as you can imagine. You know, they train together, they always corner each other, and the constant communication between the two of them, you'll hear very specific instructions. And
great look at a pass here.
Really?
But Cole's flexibility on full display. But Gabriel inching closer to his desired destination there, north-south.
Well, it took him a couple of tries, right? It took him about 2 or 3 looks to get past Mikey's guard. So it's not like it's something that he's going to get one and done. Oh, that got the crowd going. I mean, everybody winced at that one. I mean, it wasn't even a leg entanglement, but still the crank, the rotational torque up on that knee, that inside heel hook kind of motion without the leg control. That's one way to strip the guard.
Yeah, scary moment. You know, not the easiest way to get a tap without, like you said, the knee line controlled. There you have it, Cole Abate taking a second judge's favor, but Gabriel Sousa turning up the tempo here. Both athletes actually keeping a very high pace. It's been nonstop, but that's why we love it.
Oh, Sousa dropping back for his own inside heel hook now. Abate is leg pummeling and trying to clear the knee line.
It's hard to see from our angle.
Yeah, hard to see from this angle on screen exactly what the grips are, but
seems to be more open now.
yeah,
we
they're
reset.
disengaged. Yeah.
Now it's Cole inverting underneath the legs of Sousa. Sousa looking a little more confident now, standing on 2 feet. Oh, great look at a pass, but again, Cole's so quick.
Yeah, his guard recovery is insane. His guard recovery is something else. Like Sousa's acceleration in getting around those legs, but Abate's doing such a good job of putting himself back into safety. And you see here again that Sousa is going for that inside heel hook. Abate
Cole's knee is in, but the legs are a little loose right now for Gabriel.
But Abate seems completely unbothered. And you know something interesting? I had a long conversation with Cole Abate's father, Jeremy, also a Art of Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and it's very interesting to note because he said, listen, Cole has been training and competing with heel hooks since he was a little kid. Oh, but that is tighter.
There's some pressure. Cole's definitely forced to react to this.
That is a deep submission attack. The judges will see that. But competing on the Texas regional scene, but apparently Cole has been competing with heel hooks since he was in his early teens, so nothing new. Although, man, there's more and more pressure. That's forcing a reaction. That got Cole Abate rolling. So now I would say they're fairly even with the submission attacks.
Very interesting. Now it's Cole with the outside heel hook.
Straight onto it, outside heel hook. Sousa is rolling.
Wow, what an exchange.
I think that's pretty smart on Abate's part because he knew, okay, I had a deep submission earlier. That was a deep submission on Sousa's part, and he answered right back with an outside heel hook. That was legit. So, man, the judges, how they're going to pick this one, very difficult to say.
Cole looking for one more.
That false reap once again. This is becoming something of a very successful method of entering into that inside Sankaku for Abate. Sousa getting a little bit more wise to it though. 90 seconds remaining in this match now.
Cole inverting, looking for the back here.
Answered Sousa's leg attack or leg entry with a possible path to the back, but Sousa recovers. Not in any real danger at any point there.
So 1 minute, guys. Let's do it. 1 minute.
Settle down into this kind of leg fighting position here now with 40 seconds remaining on the clock. And look at Sousa just very calmly kind of lies back and adjusts his hair. Much better angle of the action here. Yeah, no real submission attacks in play here, just stuck kind of in something of a leg lock stalemate, and this is going to go to a decision. And I'll be honest, Chase, I'm not sure I would like to be a judge for this one because I feel that this really could go either way. Let's see what the judges have to say. It is gone red, split decision. 2-1. Gabriel Sousa wins via
your
split
winner
decision.
By way of split decision and advancing to the finals, Gabriel Sousa.
Well, that is our first split decision that I've seen this evening on these matches that we've commentated. And I did say, Chase, I felt that this could go either way. So I feel a split decision is not the worst result in this situation.
It was very, very close, you know, and I thought Gabriel came on strong there at the very end with his